Okay, guys, we are back for round 2 of Legacy Brewsday.
Big names in the local scene.
Adrian Preston, which that man needs no introduction.
And David Brotchie. So very, very much looking forward to what these guys have to bring today, because they're both known for some pretty spicy deck choices.
Very spicy players and very good Legacy players, both of them too.
They are.
I mean, I know Brotchie's been on the European circuit a couple of times.
Yeah.
Not a huge amount of success, but he goes over and plays them when he's visiting family and puts up decent results. And Adrian, he sweeps everything locally.
Yeah, he's a bit of a mainstay of the local Eternal scene, really.
The Eternal entirely. He does a bit of vintage. It's actually, when I met him, was one of the first Nick's vintage leagues.
Right, okay. Yeah, he's also heavily involved in the 7-point scene up here, too.
Yeah, he basically is the 7-point scene up here.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at Adrian's deck first, and here it is for all of you. This is spicy. I love this.
There's just, I mean, it reminds me a lot of the vintage deck 2-card Monty.
Yes.
It's just all of the 2-card combos.
So it is Painter's Doomsday, also known as I have 12 win conditions Doomsday.
Yeah, this is wonderful. I mean, we've got Bomberman combo, we've got Rip and Leyline with Helm, we've got Painter Grindstone.
Sword of the Meek, Thopter Foundry.
Yeah.
Bomberman. Wasn't there another one? Oh, Painter's Grindstone.
Yeah.
And the Trinket Mage just to get everything, and the Doomsday package either to fetch up one of those or Lab Maniac for a traditional Doomsday win.
Yeah, exactly.
But the sideboard, I love this sideboard. So he's got his other 3 Painter Servants, 2 Mindbreak Trap for all the not quite Storm decks out there on a Brewsday, and then just colour hoses. There's Dread of Night, which is 1 mana, piss off Dougal Warby. Perish, which is what destroy all green creatures, and then Dragon's Claw.
Yeah.
That's gorgeous. I absolutely love that sideboard.
It's very powerful. And yeah, Dragon's Claw also synergizes really well with Painter Servant.
It does. Whenever a player casts a spell, gain a life.
Yeah, red spells, yeah.
But on Brotchie's side, though, this is a nasty piece of work. There was another match where I got a judge call on Brotchie's match. I took a look at the board and said, oh, fuck off. Just walked away. So Shared Fate is a little-known card from Mirrodin. It's actually at the front of that row, but let's put a bigger one on the screen up there. So the entire purpose that Brotch wanted to do here was he wanted to play your deck and win with it.
Yeah, that's right. That was his goal with this one. And so you've got the Academy Rector package trying to get a Shared Fate onto the board.
And a Spicy Claws of Gix, get rid of it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just there behind the Shared Fate. So Claws of Gix, 0 mana artifact, 1 mana, sack a permanent, gain a life. It's too good.
Well.
But he's got what feels like a bit of a Miracles package here in Portent, Predict, Terminus, just to keep you off. And also a Moat, and if he needs it, Humility, just to win that way.
Yeah, exactly. So he's got some options, actually, with the Academy Rector. Should something go wrong with the Shared Fate idea, he's still got some pretty solid win cons there.
I feel like he's missing out with the... what's that black aura recently that made give all your creatures -1/-1? There's one on the screen.
Yeah,
but using a bit of the Nyx Fit package as well off your Academy Rectors.
Yeah, exactly.
Since you're already running Humility, I mean, that could easily be Splendor, Overwhelming Splendor.
Yeah, and so in his sideboard here, you've got a few more options that you usually see.
That Form of the Dragon.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Form of the Dragon.
So 3 more Path to Exile to supplement your Swords of Plashes package, your Crypts, your Flusties, your Duresses, all your normal stuff. You lay in on that Void. Humility, a second Moat, because why not? This is Moneybags Brotchie we're talking about. And a Form of the Dragon.
Yeah,
that is just a spicy card. There it is on the screen if you don't know what it does.
Form of the Dragon, not a card I've seen in a little while.
Does some work though.
Julian Knab in Germany has played a Legacy League recently where he splashed a bit of the old Form of the Dragon.
Did he? I didn't see this one.
Yeah.
Okay, well...
let's get down to the matches here.
Yeah, let's have a look. So, we have Brotchie on play, and both have kept 7.
Alright. What's he got? What cantrip he got for us?
Looks like a Ponder.
Yeah, there we go.
And so I'm surprised that these 2 guys haven't brought in their own playmats. These are just the ones I used to align the camera.
Right, okay.
The 2 I picked up in GP Sydney just with all the billion prize tickets I had and no prizes available.
Yeah, it was a bit of a weak prize wall.
Oh, I had a meeting with Mushy afterwards because I was in the judge room. And he said, yeah, sorry about that. All our prizes got stuck in Chicago.
Yeah, it doesn't do us a lot of good. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, a lot of the shortcomings there were Australia is an island. He just kept making that argument.
And it's far away.
It is a long way away. And when you're stuck in Chicago and your event starts tomorrow, what are you going to do?
Alright, David here with the Powerful magic combo. Brainstorm, fetch land.
Yes.
He's still...
Feels like he's Ancestral Recall. Predict? I think predict around. Especially if you can then predict next turn.
That's true.
Oh, no,
he's important back on top, but he's going to fetch, I think.
He'd need to play a third land.
Yeah, there we go.
I love that. He taps it and then he sacrifices. He goes through the motions.
Yeah.
What a guy.
Consummate player of the game.
What a guy.
Underground Sea.
We are getting a very good view of Adrian's chin there.
So you can see another cantrip here.
It's hard to say. I didn't get a very good look at his hand. It's keeping it secret for all. Oh, jeez. Slamming your cards down. It's a very precarious camera rig. I had the lens fall off actually during one take in a previous event.
Okay,
Cabal Therapy. The wrong printing, Brotchie. What's wrong with you?
I don't know. I can't be too mad. EMA was wonderful for Eternal formats.
It was. It got a lot of new players in. I mean, I love EMA for what it was, but that is the wrong Cabal Therapy for a man like Brotchie.
We'll see if he hits here. Not 100% sure of the name.
What did he name? He got Doomsday.
Oh, nailed it. Alright, called Doomsday.
Attaboy.
So I would imagine the players had some discussions about what they were on before the game.
Oh, that's your mistake right there.
In order to make the blind hit against Adrian's deck. Yeah.
Ooh.
Volcanic Island pass. Alright. So Brotchie's got himself the Academy Rector, but no fourth land.
Early days. Oh, that feels bad with the terminus there.
Yeah, he drew that one last turn.
This is absolutely the last deck you want to have terminus against. I imagine they'll be coming out pretty quick. Yeah. I mean, you've got a couple of creatures, but it just feels bad.
Yeah. Buy you a turn against Labman?
Yeah.
Put it back on the pot of an empty library?
Yeah. I'd much rather just swords it.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, here we go. Fetch land and pass. The player's just making sure they've got the right number of cards in. Yeah, okay. So we've got a bit of mana here from Adrian. Plenty of cantrips.
Yeah, look, cantrips for days.
Yeah. Brainstorm, see what happens. So it looks like he's got himself a Doomsday there. And a fetch land. I think also a Gitaxian Probe.
So I'm just having a look at this. Does Adrian only have 3 fetchable black sources?
Let's check out the list.
I mean, that's just super greedy. I love it.
It does appear to be the case. The Badlands 2 Underground Seas are going to be the only ones there.
It's a good thing he's not facing Wasteland.
He's got plenty of Lotus Petal effects. And...
Oh yeah, but not fetchables.
No, that's true. I think he's doing some math now, seeing where his hand's going to go.
You got 4 petals and an LED. I mean, you'll be okay. But... One thing I did not get actually out of the players was the piles Adrian made, so we might have to have a bit of a surprise with this.
Right, okay.
He's paying mana for a Git Probe though.
It's always fun being in the commentary position, seeing a Doomsday pile.
Yeah. I don't think we've had a Doomsday deck yet on this channel.
Alright, so he's going to open up with a Gitaxian Probe. Paying the mana.
Actually, last match was our Storm one as well.
Ah.
And, a bit of a spoiler, round 3 has a Storm player.
Alright. He's going to see... Yeah.
So that's a Brainstorm unexpectedly absent. Is that a Portent?
Yeah, I think so.
Volk, Rector, Thoughtseize, and whatever that last card is.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that last one is either.
Yeah, that sort of distance is pretty hard to tell.
Alright, so he's set up his fetch land here off the top. The Brainstorm. Alright, here we go. This looks like action.
That's a lot of petals.
He knows the coast is clear.
Yeah, now's the best time to do it. Yeah, he's going to do it.
Although from memory, I don't think David's playing any interaction.
Not in the main.
Any counter spells in the main. No, he's only got the Flusterstorms in the sideboard.
Yeah, that's about it though. So 3 Flusterstorms in games 2 and 3 are all you got to worry about there. No. But Adrian doesn't know that.
So here we go. Adrian's doing the correct resolution of Doomsday.
Mm-hmm.
Graveyard into library.
No. The Oracle text on Doomsday is search your library and graveyard.
Yeah. No, I only make the point because they changed it.
No, it's about to become very relevant. I believe there's a judge call coming on this.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Just means I know one card in hand now. I know one card in the library as opposed to.
Is that Labman? No.
I think he has got Laboratory Maniac.
There it is.
Forward.
That was
there
Labman.
we go.
So Git Probe, Badlands, Labman, Brainstorm. Was that a couple of Git Probes?
I think it's. Well, I can't quite make out what's in the middle there.
And we'll have a very, very large exile zone.
Yeah. Oh. David's slowly finding single parts of combos.
He's thinking, oh god, what have
And
I
now
got a
he's-
sideboard into? Oh my
and
god.
now he's finding the second half of all the combos.
And the one-off Painter Servant in the main board too.
All right.
And he puts that exile zone in the one really glary spot on this table.
So it's Dark Ritual on top
Yep.
of the Exile Zone.
I don't think that's going to matter.
No, not in the slightest.
He's got a Git Probe and a Force in hand. He knows the coast is clear, so that Force is useless to him. And does he remember now how he arranged it?
I hope so. I mean, I'd be very surprised if this was Adrian's first Doomsday pile.
It is absolutely not Adrian's first Doomsday pile. Bit of a think though.
Yeah. It's not something one does lightly, arrange a Doomsday pile.
It is the reason I call Brainstorm the second most difficult card to play properly in Magic. But I always love watching an experienced Doomsday player make their pile. Because there's about 10 different iterations he can go through on this one, I believe.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, he's
Okay.
got all of his win cons.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
it depends on what he's
Yeah.
got in hand, and all he's got is a Git Probe and a Flusterstorm, not
A Force of
Will. So he'd probably just go for a generic Ladman kill here, which is what we saw.
I would imagine so. I'm not 100% sure what the middle card was in that pile, but he does appear to be on the Labman kill. Always a nice place to be when you know the coast is clear.
Yeah, LED. No, these will be the last LEDs we see at this Legacy Brewsday, because the next Storm deck we see in round 3 had an alternate name called LEDs Are Expensive.
Yeah,
It's a very budget Storm list.
Jesse Lawler's $100 Storm.
That's the one. And yeah, we couldn't get around 4, unfortunately. None of the players, either weren't keen or they'd started their match before I approached them. So I tried to record myself, a non-brew deck. It was just Grixis Delver against Death and Taxes. I think I lost most of the footage. If I get it back, I'll put it up, but I get absolutely shat upon from a great height. Yeah, it was not pleasant.
It's players like me, I think, call that justice.
Hey, it's a fair deck. It's just a good fair deck.
It's a very good fair deck. Yeah, I really can't begrudge people for playing it. It's
I do miss Bug Delver, though. I miss Abrupt Decay.
yeah.
And I played the Greedy Bill. 3 basics. 3 basics of Bug Delver and a Thrun in the sideboard.
Oh.
I took that down to Thursday Night Legacy a couple of years ago in Melbourne, and all the discussion was, what the fuck's he doing with a Thrun? But it got there. It got there against a Miracles player. And I counted his Terminus, and he couldn't do anything else to it. Shout outs to Steve Tang, I believe that was.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so we got the Thoughtseize.
Oh, yeah. Take the Git Probe and you win. No, you don't actually, not from that.
Yeah,
No, he's too slow. But that Humility, on the other hand, He's gone for a Labman kill.
Yeah. Creatures lose all abilities and become a 1/1s. So we see a fetch here.
A favourite of trying to troll the judge.
Which is the problem.
Whereas they don't realise it's not that complex a card.
No, I think the real problems are once you start throwing man lands in the mix.
Oh, they're great fun. Layer 7B, guys, learn it. There's the rules of Layer 7B on the screen. And Layer 6.
That's what judge calls are for.
Oh, because we have such a big legacy scene in Brisbane. Normally, an L1 judge is only required to know how Layer 7 works, calculating power and toughness. But I said, no. There's a lot of legacy here. You're going to need to learn the other 6, and they're not that bad, so just pick them up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are very lucky in that regard. A wonderful legacy scene.
It's been so good. A lot of the people that helped it really get off the ground are no longer that active, but it's really continued on. And you got people like Adrian to thank for that.
Mm.
Yeah. Funnily enough, what seems like the strongest play actually loses.
Oh,
Right.
yeah, he's
So players
bit
just
of a nombo there.
yeah, players just discussing what the plan is here. I think, given that everything's open information now.
Windmill slam that humility, and you're in. Yep.
Scoops them up. There we go.
You couldn't be
All
more
right.
in than that.
Man, we're going to game 2
Let's go to game 2. Let's.
via the sideboard.
Oh, these sideboards are going to be fun.
As we go, we're going to have a look at Adrian's first.
Oh. Tell you what though, if you try that humility game again, you drop a Dread of Night and a Painter Servant, you might... Nah, Painter Servant...
Yeah, Painter Servant won't work, but Dread of Night will. I mean,
Yeah,
the creatures...
Painter Servant works.
Oh, does it?
Yes.
Ah.
So, colour goes on layer 5, which happens before Painter Servant loses all of its abilities.
Right, of course.
In
okay.
layer 6.
Yeah, okay.
So that's why you make judge calls.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep, so Painter Servant does not have anything that makes it white, but they're still white. It's the same reason that Magus of the Moon and Humility interact so in such a fun way.
Ah, of course.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, Dread of Night and Painter Servant would be fun.
Yeah, forgive me for that not being an interaction I'm familiar with.
Yeah. Oh, all is forgiven. I had to think about that one for a moment too after I said it. But what would you do here in Adrian's seat?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's... There's certainly not a card in the sideboard that you're instantly clamouring for.
You can't be expecting to see Humility again straight up. I mean, he knows Academy Rector's there, but...
So this Painter's Dread of Night plan's probably the best plan. As for what we're seeing out of David...
Oh, this one's going to be harder.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, Duress is looking pretty good. You know, it's certainly getting rid of a lot of the things that Adrian's deck cares about, right? Non-creature, non-land card is...
How scared are you of Lab Maniac in this?
I mean, you can interact with the Doomsday pretty effectively. Bringing in things like Duress and Flusterstorm.
Yeah, you can do that.
I think if you want to be on the safe side, you probably do bring in Path, because you're also, I mean, he's had a look through the deck now, so you're answering things like
So many
Pain
things.
of Grindstone, Bomberman's a little bit more resilient to it.
Well, you can No, you can't Flusterstorm that because it's all non-instant sorcery. So what I can tell you is that for game 2, Brotchie did quite a bit. Adrian did nothing.
Right, okay, hearing you say that doesn't surprise me a great deal.
Yep, I'm pretty sure Adrian did nothing. I'm just checking the info I gathered. No, that's his sideboard, and then, that goes into round 3, so...
Alright, so what are the changes we saw out of David?
David, he took out... I don't believe... He took out Humility after it won in that game. Oh, sorry,
I think that looks like is in...
That's inside sideboard.
Yeah.
Hang on. Here we go. So he took out a Supreme Verdict, understandable.
Yep.
A Ponder, which makes... you've got to take something out, I suppose. I don't like
Yeah.
taking Ponder out. Triple Terminus makes perfect sense in an Academy Rector, just conceding to how much you need to bring in.
Interesting that he took out Ponder over Portent.
Yeah, I would definitely keep in... especially, well, when you're not running your Terminus, yeah, I'd definitely keep in Ponder over Portent. He brought in a form of the Dragon.
Yep.
All 3 Flusterstorms, and both Tormod's Crypt.
Alright.
I like bringing in Duress over Crypt there.
Yeah, I think with what Adrian's got going on, I mean, he's seen things like the Helm combo. He knows the Rest in Peace, and
it's all 2-card combo, so getting rid of one of those.
Yeah,
I feel like it'd be much better.
And Duress, I think, is really where he wants to be. That sort of interaction is exactly what he's looking for.
And he's already running all 4 Thoughtseize, so 2 Duress doesn't really lose you anything.
No. Alright. So we go Adrian on the play and both keep 7. That's a good place to be.
It is. And Ponder's never a bad start to any game.
No. That's exactly where you want to be. Let's see how this fits into the rest of the hand. Some mana effects here for Adrian.
That's not a ritual, is it?
Yeah, so I think he's got Dark Ritual.
Tundra and a Lotus Petal.
Tundra, Lotus Petal, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, he's got using the right printing of Dark Ritual too. The Tempest with that weird looking man holding up mana. There's a picture of it.
Alright.
And a Crypt. And a Claws of Gix. And Kitty Cat's getting a bit friendly with our new commentator.
That's alright.
Yeah, he's a friendly boy.
There we go. So we've got the Flusterstorm in hand for David. Does he want to Flusterstorm the Ritual?
And knowing Adrian, he's the sort of guy who would sideboard into a Stormplan off a deck like that.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the main deck...
Triple black, that's 5 black.
We're up to 5. Walking
That's
Ballista
a
for 3. X is 3.
3. I like it.
It doesn't get hit by Flusterstorm,
I mean,
that's
just
for
for
sure.
the beats.
Yeah, exactly.
And humility only makes it better.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't ping with it or make it any bigger, but suddenly it's a 4/4. You never say no to a turn 2 4/4.
That's true. Alright, in for 3. What do we got here? Oh, Rest in Peace.
Rips on.
Interesting. End of the battlefield trigger.
Yep. Get rid of those.
Tormod's Crypt's not looking great.
And I think Adrian points it out later in the match, but Rip is also a very good card against Adrian.
It is, yeah. Unless he manages to get himself a Helm.
Then it's good. And there's Labman, just to be safe. I'm sure he wouldn't mind that Helm now. Can Helm target yourself, or is it just an opponent?
That's...
Oh, why did I just put it up on the screen there?
yeah,
How about that?
let's go with that one. I believe if I was a
Yeah,
betting
just
man,
target
I'd put
opponent.
opponent. Yeah.
Yeah. Because otherwise, that's just too easy to combo out. Labmaniac. I would see it a lot more often.
Alright.
What you can see here. So I haven't actually been paying too much attention to David's hand.
He's got a Ponder.
Ponder, that's
There
fine.
we go. Cabal Ritual.
There's your humility.
Island. What's he like the look of? He's got Cabal Ritual. Cabal Therapy on top. Oh, no, it's just changed it. Looks like he went Island.
Yeah, that's fine.
A bit of mana in hand for Adrian.
Mm-hmm.
So he's
Down to
gonna
8.
Firmly knows who's the beat down.
Predicted. Well, that's just an easy hit.
Yep.
Gets his humility and a Tundra. Yep, so there was just a quick judge query here. Does predict work when you have rip out, and yes it does.
Ah, okay.
Yep. So it doesn't actually ask whether or not you put the land in the graveyard, it's just that you hit the named card.
Yeah.
So, because the event of putting it into the graveyard is replaced, the event has still happened. So it's happy to draw you 2 cards.
Alright, and what do you think we're going to see here out of David on this next turn?
What do we got? I like the humility play, but he does lower his clock. Actually, it doesn't. He's still in a 2-turn clock either way.
Yeah, it's going to shift a power from the Labman to the Walking Ballista, right?
There's only one thing he needs to find an answer to then, of which he does now have 7 in the deck.
It's a bit of a short clock. He's in a bit of a rough spot here on 8.
He is going to do the humility though. Crack that in response and make it bigger. So you've got a 5/5. So he's still hitting the 6 next turn.
Yeah, he's not going to change the clock, but I think it's definitely correct play here.
Yeah,
Adrian doesn't have a lot else going on at the moment.
because he's got 7 outs in 4 Swords of Plowshares, 3 Paths to Exile.
That means it's a 5.
So tell him why, Adrian. 4 fetchable black sources. Get the swamp.
Ah, okay. Missed that one.
It's Legacy, where you do sometimes forget that basic lands exist.
I
I play none in Grixis.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 6 down to 2. And if you're looking at the bar at the bottom of this YouTube video, you know we do have a game 3.
Ooh.
And, you
Yeah.
never know. This could be a very long last turn, but I think it's fairly safe to say at this point that Adrian might just take this one.
I mean, it's sort of
And I know that I edited the footage.
feigning my intrigue, yeah, but Adrian's in a very good spot.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, can't just ping for the last 2, which would have been nice.
Oh well.
Walking Ballista does lose its abilities.
Give him one more draw step to draw that swords or a path.
Yeah, he needs to run a runner. Yeah, right?
Isn't that a swords there? Yeah.
Yeah, so he gets the first one, but he still needs to deal with the 1/1.
He's still got the Clawsagix out. He can catch up with the Lab Maniac for a while.
Ooh, alright.
Oh!
Force of Will and a Flusterstorm back.
Yep.
Yeah. It's always fun when Force of Will gets cast for 5 mana.
Up to 23. He's got two turns to take care of that. Oh, well, no, he doesn't. He's got Clawsagix out. He's fine. For a while. For 6 turns, plus any lands he drops.
Finds himself another Flusterstorm. It's not where he wants to be.
Not at all. Yep.
Alright, there we go. We're going to see the Clawsagix activated. Turns on his fetch land.
Yep.
Alright, Gataxian Propia from Adrian. It's going to draw him into a fetch land. That was anticlimactic.
Yes.
Slow Ponder. Ooh.
None of that you want.
Nope.
No. He's thinking about it though.
He's thinking pretty hard about this Supreme Will, yeah.
How bad does that feel? Cast a Supreme Verdict to get rid of a 1/1.
Sorry, yeah, I mean, you don't love it, but you're also, I mean, you need to deal with the board at this point.
You do. And we'll see another clause activation. Sacking the Tormod script this time.
Yeah, that's not
It's
doing
kinda
any
redundant.
favors. Exactly.
Yep. Back down to 1.
Yeah, so there we go. Supreme Verdict is going to take care of Laboratory Maniac.
That bad value.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, at 1 life,
Is a
that's-
card ever bad value if it's going to win you the game? Or at least stop you from losing the game?
Well, it's going to save your lands at this stage. Which isn't terrible. And it's not like he's going to use it for much else.
So I believe he still knows what's on top of the deck here.
Mm-hmm.
He may just cast this Predict.
Oh, he's trying to activate a fetch land while also being on 1 life. So he's got to tap and sack a land to go to 2 and then also sack the Flooded Strand. That's not good value.
Fetch lands are way worse when you have to sacrifice another land as well.
And then And now all we need is a Blood Moon. Lost all his basics.
I didn't quite catch what Adrian drew on that last turn.
Neither did I. I was too busy concentrating on what the hell Brotchie's going to do at this point. That's another fetch land. That's got to feel bad.
Ponder.
That's a ponder.
That's
That's
Or-
2 of... What is that?
Two fetch lands and a Force of Will.
Oh, that's getting shuffled.
yeah. Ooh,
No.
he's going to take the Force. All right.
Well, he's got hard cast and he's got double fetch land up anyway.
He does. Yeah.
Yep. He's going to take advantage of that.
Yeah. Well, he's got the 2 fetch lands on top, so he's going to get rid of those.
I know that Adrian obnoxiously at this stage stopped tracking his life total on the dice I've got under that grey bar there.
Just, I really want to know what he's got in hand. All right, one of them's a land. There we go.
Yep.
Tundra. Okay, Academy Rector.
That's a 1-1.
Bit of action here. This is probably going to meet that Force of Will. Yeah, there we go.
Does he want to...
Flusterstorm back.
Does he want to fight this to save his 22-turn clock?
So he needs something else. Right? So at the moment, Adrian can still pay for Flusterstorm.
Yeah?
Run out of fetchable lands.
Gamble worth making.
You know a game's not long when you've hard cast a Force of Will and can then pay for a Foster Storm.
Hmm.
I actually think you might well have, unless you play 2 islands.
I would make me happen.
So I'm going to see.
I don't think Flusterstorm is really going to be very much in use otherwise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
I think I'd put 2 islands up there.
It's going to prompt the tap
Because
out.
that can also... he can sacrifice his humility and then sack the Academy Rector.
Yeah, exactly. So he does still have the ability to turn on Academy Rector. It's not a dead card here.
That's another way to win the game.
I think I saw a Lion's Eye Diamond in hand there from Adrian. I'm just
Yes.
trying to get a sneaky peek in every time he flips them up quickly. We're going to see a Grindstone.
Judge, does this actually bring this?
No, that still works.
Never go to
Alright, we're going to have a quick judge call here and we'll be back in a moment. And we're back. So yeah, it was just questioning how Grindstone and Rest in Peace interact, and they interact exactly the same way as the Rest in Peace went around.
We see the Windmill Slam preordain out of
Yes.
David here.
You want some sort of action.
Predicted?
Ooh, there's a shared fate.
And a Form of the Dragon?
Oh!
Yeah. Which, yeah, it's probably not cards he wants in hand. But
Oh, you can cast either of
yeah,
those.
exactly. He's getting pretty close.
I'd hit Form of the Dragon though, it gives him 4 life.
yeah, exactly.
Does he have the second red source?
So I think he's still a little bit shy on mana.
Yeah. The Form of the Dragon costs 6, I believe.
No, it's 7. It's 4 and
7.
3 red. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, 3 red.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's it's a tough ask.
Cast Shared Fate and try and rip another Badlands off the top of Adrian's.
So I think Adrian's only on the 1 Badlands. So it's a task. I think getting this Form of the Dragon on the battlefield, as cool as it would be.
That would be amazing. How does he get his Form of the Dragon? How what's his deck list look like? Let's have a look. His red sources... He's only got 2 red sources.
So it's not
Oh,
hard
he's
castable.
trying to Academy Rector. it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
why.
exactly.
Of course.
Yeah. So it's not hard castable.
That's a pity. Unless he shared fate's a red source.
Which, yeah, as I said, I don't think he can anymore. I think Adrian's only running the Badlands.
Yeah.
Actually, no, surely he's got Volcanic Island.
I believe so. 1 Volcanic Island, 1 Badland. That's it.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yeah. Oh no, he needs 2 red sources.
Yeah. But he's still got one in his deck, right?
He does, yeah. There's a chance there.
Alright. Thoughtseize.
Thoughtseize, he's on 1 life.
Yeah, it's a bold play.
I don't know, let's see if it works out for him. It's ballsy.
Yeah.
And it looks like Thoughtseize did exactly what it says on the card.
Yeah. I mean,
Yep,
it's-
alright.
It isn't the sort of situation where, well, you can't pay for the cost because you don't have the life left. You certainly can, right?
No, it you lose 2 life.
You just lose 2 life. Alright.
So would you change anything going into number 3?
I don't think so. I mean, as we spoke about last time, I think Adrian's sideboard options here aren't great. I think David's already brought in the cards that he's looking for
Yeah.
in this one.
I think you're right here, and I'm looking at my notes, and I don't believe either player actually sideboarded for this one.
It's refreshing. That's
And
a
they're
quick
all-
shuffle between the players
good.
before game 3.
Well, these guys hate pile counting as much as I do. And yeah, you absolutely correct. No sideboarding, and they're already cutting. Normally I edit this bit out, but
Well, yeah, right.
we're already back.
Game 3, here we go.
Sweet.
Let's hope our players keep 7.
And that's just a courtesy to the commentary as well.
Thanks for thinking of us, guys.
Well, Brotchie's been on the couch plenty of times, and he went through a game with about 10 minutes of pile counts and sideboarding. So
That's painful.
he knows my pain.
That's painful, yeah.
And because of the way I sync all the sound up, we've got to sit through it.
So David here with some cantrips and
Yep.
some interactions. He's got himself Swords to Plowshares, which will come in handy against any more of those big ballista plays. He's got a Cabal Therapy, which, as we mentioned earlier, is dangerous in the dark against Adrian's deck.
Yes.
I mean, it'll get you a look at the hand, that's for sure, but getting a hit, that's...
You want to get probe first, though.
Yeah, exactly.
What you want before you do it is an Academy Rector.
Yeah, for sure. He's still got a little way to go on mana. Wouldn't mind having it in the graveyard.
Yeah. Looks like my foot in the top left corner there. Bit of a cameo.
Alright, Thoughtseize. So yeah,
Get rid of the Doomsday. This feels familiar.
that's not
with
a difficult choice.
With the triple
there.
Lotus Petal as well. That feels very familiar.
Ooh, interesting. Hey, Leyline's the draw.
Ooh,
Triple Lotus Petals.
that can happen.
Yeah. Is he going to go for it? Yeah, it looks
Yes,
like
he
it.
will. Would you like to try again on those mana sources there, Adrian? There you go.
Well, you do have to tap to sack.
You do have to tap to sack, but you don't just tap 2 Lotus Petal and 2 Bloodstone Mire and cast a Leyline Void.
And so yeah, we know already that David hasn't got any interaction that can do with that on stack.
Yep.
This is probably going to get his Force of Wills.
But if you're Dave, there, do you name Force? Or do you name the Lotus Petal?
I think you name Force of Will there.
So Adrian just cost himself a life.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, if I were worried about Cabal Therapy, I would have played the other Lotus Petal out too.
I mean, if you know that your interaction here is Flusterstorm,
Yep.
I think you're pretty eager to get rid of Force just to make sure you can connect. And also with the other discard spells.
Well, with a Flusterstorm in hand, I wouldn't be as worried about Force as I was before.
No, but you want to be able to connect with your discard spells and your
That's
Swords to
true.
Plowshares. Force is just... It's not a speed bump you want to have to drive over.
No.
That's a brainstorm.
I spent 5 years driving a lowered car. I don't like speed bumps in the first place.
There we go. You put the swords back. Interesting.
Yeah, well, against a deck like Adrian's, unless there's already a threat on the table, you don't want to be holding onto your forces. You want more credible threats.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I mean, I can't begrudge his play here at all. I mean, he knows what's in hand also.
Yes.
Adrian hasn't got a creature.
That mic is shaking an awful lot. That concerns me. I think there might be a kitty playing with it in the back. I will go. Thanks, man. It's all good.
Position in
Let's go outside though.
Alright. So take a look at the top 3. Whoa, alright, so there's the Academy Rector. That's something that we're keen on.
Did he cast it? Yes. Not this turn. Did he play it there? No, he's not the drop there.
Yeah. So he just needs to be able to get it off the top of the deck.
Which he'll be doing next upkeep, which is a little sad. Important's good, but it's no top.
There we go.
That's better.
My turn to beat down. Turn.
And does he have a sack outlet now that Cabal Therapy's exiled?
So I think he's still got the original Cabal Therapy.
Oh, yes.
It does. I believe he's still got one there, the topmost card of the graveyard that came down before the ley line came down.
Okay. It's hard to see. I didn't quite get rid of all the glare. Should have moved over slightly more.
It's not going to matter though because Academy Rector isn't going to hit the graveyard.
Yeah. Oh, that's true, actually. That's a good point. Does he have an answer to that?
I'm not sure. We'd have to check the deck list, but I don't think so. I don't remember any bounce effects.
No.
Not that I can see, no.
And I'm fairly certain that Adrian is running any either that can be shared faded. That would be spicy though. Nah, there's nothing.
And we've got a Walking Ballista now again.
That ley line's here to stay.
Yeah, Academy Rector is, I mean, it's an effective blocker
Yeah, that's true.
at this point.
Not effective enough.
Certainly not known as a limited all-star. Academy Rector. He's found himself another one here off this brainstorm, which is not where he wants to be, but he has also found himself swords,
Ooh,
which is
that's alright.
definitely something that he's interested in.
If we wanted to cast it sooner rather than later, which will cost him his Academy Rector. And one to the face. And we're going to see that.
Yeah, there we go.
And he's wondering, do I worry about the Academy Rector? I'm on 14 now. And just do I do 3 straight to Brotchie? Yeah, okay, so 2 to the Rector and then the last one to you.
Yeah.
Guys, elbows. There's only so much that I can do from here to get rid of that shake. I tried doing a bit of warp distortion on it before and it just also swirled in. It looked terrible.
Alright, here we go. The follow-up.
Oh! Guess who's back, boys? That 1-2 beats.
There's a moat in hand here at the moment too for
Ha!
David. So a little bit surprised he didn't fire off a Thoughtseize here. Even just for the information of what's in hand.
Well, he's still scared of casting Thoughtseize, isn't he? It's alright, you got 14 more life this time, right?
Flashbacks from the last game. Alright, so we're gonna land Dark Ritual on Adrian's side of things.
Actually, I'm remembering that now. We're watching this footage muted just for the commentary. That at the start of Game 3, Adrian looked up at me and said, "Mate, feel free to lose this footage. You're fine." After that, Thoughtseize there.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, that feels alright. Brainstorm. Just to hide information still feels good. I mean, if you hide the
Oh, so he's got Helm. Is that?
so hide the
Is it
helm
Helm?
and the dark ret and you're good to go.
Yeah.
But he doesn't.
I guess he's willing to give up the Dark Ritual here because he's got enough mana to play Helm and activate.
But why would you bother? I'd rather just preserve the dark ritual under the helm.
Sure. I guess if you're putting it under the Helm, You're planning to win before then?
You are, but it saves losing a card that you don't need to lose.
Yeah, technically correct is the best kind.
And does Adrian have perfect information on Brotchie's hand at the moment?
I don't think so.
He probably knows by now. He's only with Cluster Storm as his
This is
counter
interaction.
magic. Then he's fine either way.
Yeah.
You know, think about this one.
It's 1 mana blue spells. Take an awful long time to resolve sometimes.
Such an amazing card. Someone was trying to tell me the other day that Punish should be unbanned in Modern.
I mean,
Guy's insane.
wouldn't that be great?
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
We just do Glimpse of Nature, Umazoa's Jete.
Let's have Blazing Shoal back while we're at it. You got that instant
Oh.
effect.
Oh, yeah. Is there anything more fun than pitching a Progenitus to Blazing Shoal? Oh, just straight off the top.
Straight off too.
Manners, what are they?
Such a polite player normally too.
He is, he really is.
Oh, Brotchie knows this interaction, surely. He's got to have a think about this one, no? There's nothing you can do, Brotchie. Just fold them up.
Yeah, there we go, there's the handshake. Alright.
Hey, that was a fun one.
That was a fun one. That was, yeah, some crazy Brewsday magic there.
Two spicy brewers, and two very good players as well.
That's the sort of thing you see on a Brewsday for sure.
Oh, well, I think we're done here for this one. We'll see you for round 3.
Alright.